Let's start this review. First, I gotta get the lights back on. Okay, before we begin, this Harry Mason owns this Harry Mason. The reason why Shattered Memories Harry Mason is better is because he's a lot more relatable and he's way more interesting than the original. Now, what do I think of the game? It's good. I know, I was surprised myself. It was actually really good. I liked it better than Homecoming, and arguably, I think it's better than Silent Hill 1. Story-wise. I like it because it has a better story. But the weird thing is, this game has barely anything of Silent Hill in it. It's actually really shocking. Now, when I'm going to start this review, I'm going to start splitting up like I did with my before thoughts. So, let's get started. In Silent Hill Shattered Memories, the characters are really good. I'm not going to spoil anything because this game's I really enjoyed this game and I don't want to spoil a single thing, but the characters are really interesting, unique, and another good thing is they're played by actual voice actors. I mean, this isn't like the cheap horror movie acting. And another thing is, these characters, like all these characters, have, like, some of them might have some relationship, like, you know, with Harry and his daughter, looking for his daughter. They all have nothing to do with the original Silent Hill. I told you, it's a reimagining. Reimagining is when you take something and completely change it. While remakes, it's the same thing. This is not a remake, this is reimagining. So yeah, so enough on this issue. I can't really talk, like, the problem with this, I can't really talk a lot, but yeah, next up is the story. A really good thing about Shattered Memories is it has a really good story. It'll keep you guessing all the way to the end. It has a really big, shocking plot twist. Now, I won't really get into any detail because, you know, I was kind of spoiling anything. But, the big thing about it is, if you played the first Silent Hill and playing the Shattered Memories think you'll be anything like it, do yourself, like, if you play it, forget everything you know about the first Silent Hill. It has, like, nothing to do with it. They make a few references, well, not exactly references, like, you know, Harry's a writer, and, yes, you go to the amusement park again, but it wasn't as scary as they did in 3. But, yeah. Forget everything you know about the first Silent Hill and just play this one as if you're picking up a new game. And that's some of the problems of the game. There's some elements that they tried doing differently that's not Silent Hill-ish. And, like, after the end, the game will make you think a lot. That's all I can really say about it. And another really interesting thing is the whole psychology part. How it works is sometimes during the game you'll split, like, you'll take a break from it, and you go to the psychology place with Dr. Kefman, and he'll say, he'll talk to you, and then you have to do like a little test. Reminds me of when I was in school.
I'm glad you came. Just turning up shows your commitment to the process. Good. I've read your notes. The other therapist didn't work out for you. I want you to know this will be different. We take this at your pace. No notes, no drugs, no theories. We go back to the start. Understand what happened. Take a look at this short form. I promise it's the only one you'll see during your therapy. Try to answer truthfully. It's easier that way. Okay? Let's get started then.
But really, the whole point of the whole psychology thing is just to know who you are. And seriously, the game will know who you are. In Silent Hill Shattered Memories, the gameplay is nothing really that special. It's just you looking with your flashlight. And the graphics are really, really good for the flashlight. Like, they have really great shadows. And sometimes there's invisible ghosts, and the only way you can see them is through their shadow with your flashlight. And the puzzles, they're not that amazing. How it works is most of the time you just like opening stuff and then grabbing the key, and the two really easy. And there's some complicated ones, like some really hard ones, but the thing is you receive messages and you'll get direct like information on how to do it. And it's not really that hard. That's the problem of it. They don't have any of the smart puzzles or unique puzzles like they do in all the other games. But it's okay. In certain points of the game, there are moments when the scenery becomes all frozen. And how it works is you're into this thing called the Nightmare World. And how it works is monsters are now around, and you're supposed to do your best in avoiding them. It's actually kind of intense. It gets pretty cool. And the monsters are really, really smart. Um, Sometimes the game will, like, later on, like, near the end of the game, like, there'll be times when you go through the same room over and over again, and the monsters are coming. It's pretty good. And you're gonna have to fight your way and, use the Wii mechanics to do it. It's not really that complicated. Well, it's a little complicated at first, but, like, you have to go like this instead of going like this or this. It's pretty good, though. And the flare is really, really helpful. The only problem is it's really, really rare. Some of the problems of the game, to me, one of them is it was a little buggy. Like, sometimes the audio bits were kind of messed up a little bit. That only happened to me. Um, it's not as scary as any of the others. It's a little freaky, but not too scary. And it's really, really short. Like, I beat it in, like, I don't know, about 6 hours. And that's really the only problem of it. Really, in conclusion, the game is really, really good. The only problem is, again, it's really, really short. But if you're a huge Silent Hill fan, go for it. But if you're not, then I would suggest renting it and buy it when it's in a cheaper price. But again, really great game, really great story, and that's all I gotta say. So it's the end of my first review, and hope you liked it. Took me a while, and hopefully I'll do more. See ya.